It's week 2 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He's coming off a nice showing last week, racked up a lot of yards, and reached the end zone once. It's the Commanders and the Broncos, next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And it's incomplete. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fields on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Holding offense. They ain't on our side.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now Fields. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Fields on first down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off play action, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. They'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On the counter, it's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, my goodness, was that a defensive dome to get to him with the first
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Mahomes to throw once more. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Mixon last week: 16 carries, 70 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. This will be caught by Brown. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Fields now to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Second and 10. Fields again. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Fields, and that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5 from the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down throw. Fields got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fields throwing again. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Does the big boy have the juice? The 20, 10, 5, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running left, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Mahomes running the slant, and he finds Mitchell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? Well, it looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor, and he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, nice move. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Fields on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Fields. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Here's Fields. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Fields. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 2, Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Finds Pickens outright. A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 41, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Mahomes going to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
Taylor is in. Touchdown, Washington. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Fields. He completes this to Sutton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Fields. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. These guys have pulled it 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now a first down throw, Fields. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
to throw. Fields completes this one to Pickens.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on second down.
Fields
flushed out right.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, Fields.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Fields. This goes out wide from Mixon. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A draw play for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. On 2nd and goal. Fields. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
George Pickens from a yard out. And the Broncos have cut the lead back down to 2.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And they're on first. They need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap. Fields
dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they have regained the lead.
So the tenor of this game now, Charles, is really switched. I mean, they get the fumble. That provides the opportunity. They don't get the touchdown, but they capitalize with a field goal, and that does give them the lead.
I absolutely agree with you there, partner. The tone of this one has completely shifted. Now they're in charge and have momentum on both sides of the ball. And that other sideline, they just went from winning to needing an immediate answer if they want their lead back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Mahomes firing complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 24, Mahomes. It's caught. Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jamison Williams
from 3 yards out.
And the Commanders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Mixing up the middle. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that is incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 24, Mahomes toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 208, tying Jerry Rice for the most ever in NFL history. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Denver's offense now set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there?
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Dances by him.
And he's got it down to the 28.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes going for it all.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now to try the field goal, and here's Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any... And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile,